he texted me. He's like, an effective way to compliment a man is just to say hi. I go, excuse me? Just say hello. That just feels really, really good. And I'm like, that's just so simple. So the first way to compliment a man is to Hello, ladies. This is a video for the ladies. Allana Pratt here, intimacy expert, host of the podcast Intimate Conversations. So you've asked me about complimenting men, effective ways to compliment men. I did a really baby one, a little baby Instagram video about this, but I got some great feedback, so I decided to make a longer one here. I even got some feedback from a gentleman, someone I know, and he, host of another podcast, he has me on his podcast, and he texted me. He's like, an effective way to compliment a man is just to say hi. I go, excuse me? Just say hello. That just feels really, really good. And I'm like, that's just so simple. So the first way to compliment a man is to notice him with words. Hi. Connect. Be there. Be present. Put your walls down, open your heart up, let go of the outcome, and just be. Hi. And see where it goes. I thought that's very simple, but a very profound suggestion. Another way to compliment a man that I was sharing on Instagram is they all have their superpowers. And it's not that hard to figure it out because they tend to do them a lot around you when they want to impress you. So if they're driving big machinery, tell them they drive that big machinery really, really well, really sexy. If they're a cook and they just want to whip up the most exquisite lunch for you ever, really praise them in the preparation, in the presentation, in the eating of it, and be curious during the meal. Like, how did you learn to cook? How is it that you can blend these flavors and present, praise them and be curious. Maybe they're an artist and you can say, oh, I'd love to come see your gallery showing, or show me your Etsy account of all your work. And ask questions about it. I mean, yes, say that it's lovely, or say what's true for you. It's edgy, it's sexy, it's melancholy, it's whatever, like say whatever it is. But then ask more, be curious about it. This is their thing. This is their genius. This is their talent. This is where life has its way with them. So get curious about it, because it ought to be a delicious, maybe even sexy and erotic, yummy question, because it's creative energy. Creative energy is pulsating through them when they do what turns them on. It could be mowing your lawn. It could be taking out trash. It could be doing things to make your life easier. Praise them for that. Compliment them for that. Say, it might sound dorky, but you just make my day. You're my hero. I don't know where I'd be without you. You really just take a load off my back. You allow me to have a spring in my step. Whatever's true for you, but say it. That it might just be mowing the lawn. But to you, every time you look out the front window, you're just delighted by how beautiful it is out there, all because of you. And let it land. I think that's the last thing I would say with complimenting men. We often think feminine, open vagina, man, erect penis, right? Like we don't normally think of men as these open creatures. Like those are the female creatures, or the vagina creatures. So, they are very intuitive. Men are very instinctual. And men who do the personal growth work, are better at receiving than most. Okay? And receiving into their heart in a way that touches them and moves them is a real gift in a world where I think in general men need to buff up against other men, like just to be sure who's the winner. And I don't even know what it's like to be a man, but it sounds like one gets to win and the rest get to lose. It's kind of how it sounds like to me. Which means there's a lot that might need some fluffing up, empowering up. And so I really encourage you to make your communication land. Don't just talk at them, talk into them. Imagine that your compliment isn't just going to bounce right off. It's going to not just go to them, it's going to go through them, into them. Even my voice lowers when I think about speaking this way. It's a more enriched communication. It's not just a cognitive awareness. It comes through my heart, comes through the power and potency of my belly, comes through the sacredness of my yoni, my creativity, my rootedness on this planet. And all of that is literally energy and an awareness to scoop all that up through my open heart and communicate and make it not just to them, but into them, make it land. You can change a person's life trajectory with a true compliment that awakens their soul at just the right moment when they were doubting themselves, and you open the doors for them again to life, to living, to expression. Yeah. All right. Thank you for this beautiful question. You know where to reach me, allanapratt.com. We have many wonderful complimentary support things there. Support things, that's very eloquent. Our intimacy blind spot quiz. It's really, really helpful. So many of us ladies are clever, and if we could figure it out ourselves, we would have, me included. And so this quiz will allow you to go, oh, why is it that generally it's from the mind? Generally it's because of an unhealed wound that repels love. That's a blind spot or an emotional band-aid in the way of the deep connection that you're desiring. So this will be a wonderful resource for you. Check it out now. All right, all my love.